So hello everybody, welcome back to a very impromptu stream today. Maybe playing a couple of games. Girlfriend's asleep downstairs, so I just thought, why not? Let's play a few games, see what we can do. So yeah, very impromptu stream. There was no schedule for this to happen. So whoever's watching this now in the future, thank you very much. And yeah, we're just going to play some Azalea on Talishar again as usual. So let's go on to the live stream screen here. So yeah, haven't really changed it since last time we did the stream. We got quite a lot of everything in this now, but I still think we do have some very hard matchups, as we can come to expect. As Azalea, we do have some very hard matchups most of the time, to be honest. But yeah, it should be fun nonetheless. So yeah, we're gonna open up a game here. So we're just gonna create and see who pops in. We'll see. Dreadball now in there for mainly Dramai and Guardian, but most of the time we are running Death Dealer. So yeah, it should be fun. Straight away playing Dori, lovely old job. And we did lose against Dori last time we played her because it's a matchup we don't really play often. So maybe we put the Dreadbore in just to maybe take out the Steel Blade shunts, and just in case they have them. So we're going to put that in there. We will also probably just take everything else. And that's pretty much it. So hello, good luck, have fun, lovely old job. Coming in for a Dawnblade for 3, which is probably going to be obviously more than that. And we don't have much block in hand, which is a bit of a shame. We can't fully block with our entire hand here. So the only thing we can really do is we can chuck 3 cards under it, but that's not really the best thing to do. We're probably just going to have to concede a counter on the first turn, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll block for 7, unfortunately. Bit of a shame that we've got one card in hand here that cannot be used. And they're saying, do you have a YouTube channel? I do indeed. GoAgainGaming, I do have a YouTube channel. That's nice. Do we just want to play the Rain Razors out? Probably not. So yeah, we have a Ravenous Rabble we can play. So let's just do that first of all. See what's on top. Revealing a Rain Razors on top. Okay. So Ravenous Rabble coming in for 3. Then we will activate Dreadbore, I think. Activate Dreadbore, pitching Sink Below, put in the Endless Arrow, and then just fire this at them. Probably just get rid of the Rain Razors here. Just get rid of it because it doesn't block. We need to block against Dori, so we're just going to play this over the top of this. Locking with all their equipment. Rain Razors for 7. Lovely old job. Hopefully that's it. They can't play any D-Reacts, so we're just going to Arsenal and pass. Good afternoon, Grand Engin, and good afternoon, DGTCG. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in this impromptu stream. So they're giving their stuff Dominate, +3 from Sharpened Steel. So this is coming in for a load of damage. 7 Dominate, which we can't really stop unless we chuck all of our equipment under the bus like they have just done with their Battle-Worn stuff. So I'm thinking that we just try and stop this from happening, so we can block 2, 1, and 1, but that's a lot of value gone in the first 2 turns. They are going to be able to swing again if this hits as well, which is the issue. So do we just try and deny that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just try and do that. We're losing a lot of value there, that's the issue. But we do have to stop Dori. I think we do have to stop her. And the likelihood is as well, she's probably going to get through this attack anyway because of the stuff in arsenal and hand. So she's probably just she's probably going to get this attack through regardless of whether we block or not. So I think we just chuck a fatigue shot at it and that's it, I reckon. And then come in with another big endless arrow next turn. I think that's pretty much all we can do. We're just going to have to let this hit, unfortunately. We don't want to chuck our equipment under the bus on turn 2, let's be honest. Glint, so yeah, they're giving it go again and forcing loads of damage through regardless. So yeah, going to come through for 7 now, by the looks of it. They're not going to crack their bolters, that's fine. They're going to Brave Forge. I think they're Brave Forging just to get it out, or they're swinging again with the Dawnblade. They have to attack twice, don't they? They have to hit twice. So, we could block this. So I think we need to block this with the Perchies, and unfortunately, both of these. Oh, we can't stop it. Let's just chuck it under the bus. Sod it. Got pulverised by Bravo and pistols to death by Dash. Were you playing Azalea, DGTCG, were you? It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough one. Luckily, we can just read the glide path. Fateful Scene can stay on top because it's defensive, and then we can just Endless Arrow for 7, and then Rain raises it again, which is great. Blocking with Courage for 2. They can't play D-Reacts, blocking with Biting Blade. So will they prevent the on-hit? Yes, they will try and prevent the on-hit. Oh, they're undoing their blocks. Out for Blood, Rout, and Brave Forge for 7. We will Rain raises that, of course, to bring it up to 9. On-hit goes through. They can't play anything else. Then we Arsenal the Endless Arrow again. Quite a defensive hand we have here, luckily. We can just pass and Fateful Scene to block 4. Ravenous Rabble on top? Probably not. We'll get rid of that. What are they going to do? Pass back. Okay. So we can't opt, unfortunately. We can get any arrow that we want on top and dominate it. With that, but then we can't buff it in any way. We can tunic it though, so we can still remain with cards in hand. So maybe we just try and do that. Maybe a Sleep Dart to turn off Dori's hero ability. Battering Bolt might actually be better, so we'll actually probably go and get that. So if we knock the Death Whistle, go and get Battering Bolt on top. We don't need to reload, so then we can just pitch the Bolt and Shot and the Tunic trigger to fire off the Battering Bolt and put the take cover in our arse. So we're probably going to do that. So knock, go and get Battering Bolt, activate Azalea, give the Battering Bolt dominate, activate the Tunic, get a resource, fire this off, pitching this. So coming in for 6 dominate. If it hits, they have to discard all of their non-action cards. So in Dorinthia, you'd probably expect them to have a lot of non-action cards. So again, blocking with their Courage here, which I think dies after this. Does it die after this? No. Taking 1. So they have to. There was nothing in their hand then, I guess. They didn't. Glistening Steel Blade and Sharpened Steel were revealed. Okay, that's fine. Morning, Andrew. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for joining in early on. Sharpened Steel Yellow, so +2, fine. Courage of Blade Hold, they're getting rid of it now. Coming in for 5. If we block with, if we block with Red in the Ledger, we can then put that back on top of our deck anyway with the Memorial Ground. So I guess we just block with this and then pass and see what they do. They will probably try and buff one of their attacks, obviously, but we'll just take 2 for now and see what they do with this first one. Okay, fine. Are they going to break their bolters? No. Yeah, they are. Okay, fair enough. Command and Conquer. So we can't use the... That's not a bad result, though, because it means if they destroy our arsenal, at least they're not destroying arrow cards. But it does mean we are going to take a lot of damage. So do we just block with both of these cards and then get one back to the top and then dominate it? We probably will. Probably just do that, won't we? Yeah. Because on the end of a turn, we can just Memorial Ground, put Endless Arrow back on top, fire it off. So, yeah, we'll just block it. Yeah. Play the Memorial Ground, get the Endless Arrow that we just blocked with back on top, activate Azalea, and then fire it at them for 4. Dominate. They can't block with any armor because it's all gone, which is great. No defense reactions can be played either, so their Steel Blade shunts, if they are using them, cannot be... Yep, so that hit just goes through without a doubt. But this is probably going to be a bit of a nuisance this turn. So this is coming in for 5 because of the sharpened steel, which means I have to block with at least 2. So we will block. We can block for 6 on the second swing. We can block 6 on the second swing. So I guess we just see what the second swing is. Still 3 life advantage. Do we just see? Do we just take this and then see what the second swing is? Yeah. Okay. Fine. We're just going to we're going to pass and see what the second swing is first. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So they get to. Cracking their Brave Forge bracers. Or using their Brave Forge bracers, should I say, for coming in for 4. So this is probably where we overblock with a battering bolt and maybe 2 Bolton shots because we can still Rabble and Endless Arrow next turn. So let's just block for 9. Hopefully they can't get through that then, and then we can still Endless Arrow and Ravenous next turn. Yeah, cool. Ravenous Rabble then. It's only a 2, which is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame, but hey-ho. They still haven't got any counters on their weapon, though. So that's good, I guess. So leveling that out, and then we're going to fire an Endless Arrow at them for 4. And again, incentivizing blocks, because obviously it always comes back to hand. Okay, we get that back. Fine. Sink Below and Fatigue Shot. Both cards we can block with. We can block with pretty much all of this because Bolt and Shot Blues just don't do anything. Really. They're mainly in there for the absolute go wide turn when you're rain razoring all of your arrows. Oh, this is a bit of a shame. 5 dominate. This will hit me. So I guess we chuck in 1 card, leak 2 damage, and then we can at least block 10 on the next swing if it's not dominated. Oh, okay, yeah, so... Okay, fine. So that's fine, I guess. We can just sink below this one. We'll tuck the fatigue shot, the Bolton shot, sorry, I think. Take cover in our hand. That's fine. We'll take that then. Cool. We'll just keep firing this Endless Arrow at them. Just keep going. Keep firing. Blocking with the Skull Cap, which will die. Actually, no, it won't. So they are blocking for 2. Okay, fine, I guess. So that's gone. The Endless Arrow has finally been defeated. Take cover, put that in the arsenal. Steel Blade Supremacy, yeah, here we go. We're gonna come at me now. Building my Azalea for the CC Armory tomorrow. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's gonna be interesting to see what your experience is like. Coming in for 5. So, we can leak 1 damage if we take cover. And then they're going to come at us again. What does it do? Whenever your weapon hits, draw a card. So we don't want them drawing cards. They do have 1 floating, so I guess we just try and overcommit to this. We can still Ravenous Rabble at the very least if we block everything. So I guess we just try and do that. Block with Bolt and Shot and Fatigue Shot. Blocking for 6. Iron Song response. Putting it up to 8. Okay, we will take cover that then. So we will block for another 4. You're not drawing any cards, mate, unfortunately. We will reload a card. We will reload the Sleep Dart. And I think we win that transaction. We do win that transaction. We can Rabble and Sleep Dart now, which is good. So first of all, let's Rabble, see what's on top. We got a Snatch on top. So I think we're gonna activate Azalea and play the Snatch just so we can get the card advantage back. Force to block. And we don't have to use our Tunic then either. So that's very cool. So that's good. So we activate Azalea. Put the Snatch in there and fire that off at them as well. So threatening card advantage. And we got a life lead now as well. Plus, we're not using the Tunic, which is great. Seek and Destroy. We'll put that in the arse for sure. And then we've got a massive turn here. So they're just Commander and Conquering, thinking that I've got a good card in my arsenal. I've got a duplicate of it in my hand. So do I just take 6? I've got a 4 life advantage still if I do that. So why not? We'll just take 6. The Seek and Destroy gets destroyed, which is fine. We don't really care about that. And then it's our turn again. So we've got a red in the ledger plus a Tunic trigger plus a Razor Reflex. So this is pretty vile. So we will activate Dreadbore. Put the red in the ledger into the arsenal +1, which is nice. Then we might as well read the glide path first. Rain Razors on top, that can go to the bottom. We don't need that right now. So red in the ledger is currently at a 9 right now. So then we're just going to, I think we go for the 9 and then use a Razor Reflex. We'll see because we can still force damage through on the stack, depending on how they block this. But 9 damage is quite a lot. I'd rather have the trick rather than the upfront reveal damage. So I think we're just going to do that. This decision could haunt us. But then if we go with upfront damage, we have a card left over with the Razor Reflex. That's the decision we have to make right now. Is what do we go with upfront damage, which will end up being 12, or do we go with the sneaky damage, which will be 11, and we don't have a card advantage? Let's just go up front, I think. Upfront damage. That's the decision we have to make. Let's just go Seek and Destroy. Fuck it. Oh, we have to pitch anyway. Never mind. 12, red in the ledger. That's a lot of damage, though, let's be honest. I'd pitch Razor to float 1. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it threatens something else. Well, they're blocking with their whole hand there. That's massive. They're passing it straight back to me. And now we've got a red in the ledger again. There's no go again on it, though, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. I think we go with red in the ledger again, do we? Activate Dreadbore. Pitch the Remorseless. Put the red in the ledger in the arsenal with +1. And then fire that off again. Pitching the Snatch. So we've got a sink below. So again, yeah, 6 red in the ledger. Blocking for 2. Okay. No, we got 6 Command and Conquer. Again, I guess that's okay. So no defensive action can be played. Next turn, we can Seek and Destroy a Battering Bolt. If we take 6 here. I think that's probably the best thing to do. But those Command and Conquers are preventing me from doing blocks. Yeah, next turn we bullseye the Battering Bolt to give it 7, and then we Seek and Destroy it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Alright, so bullseye bracers, Battering Bolt, and then we Seek and Destroy the Battering Bolt, and then we play it, pitching the 2 here for a 10 Battering Bolt. So maintaining some massive numbers, luckily, against Dorinthia at this stage in the game. But they've got more life than us now. But this is a big one, because obviously they have to reveal their hand if it hits and discard everything. So I think this is probably the best thing to do. Seek and Destroy as well will also screw them over a little bit. They didn't have any things. Glistening Steel Blade, Hit and Run, and Driving Blade. Goodness me. Okay, 3 go again. What do we do? What do we do? If we let this hit, they got 1 floating. Could see what happens on the next swing and then evaluate from there. We will have a tunic, so on our next turn, we could knock for a arrow, reload something in, potentially razor over the top. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. This is a bit of a tricky one. We'll let it hit. We'll go to 9. It's probably not going to be 9, but what happens if Glistening Steelblade? If it hits, get a counter on it. Okay, fine, I guess. Oh, dear. So the 1 floating, they're going to attack me with again, aren't they? So what are they doing here? Okay, coming in for what cost 2? Overpower? So I guess we have to block everything here, don't we? We have to block for 3 plus 7. We need to block. Do we need to block 10? That's probably what we have to do, unfortunately. So we have to block 3, 3, and then pass, and see what they've got. I guess we can still block Biting Blade. All right, fine. Take cover then. Reload this. There we go. Just about blocked it out. Thank God. But nothing we can do, unfortunately. We can activate Azalea blindly. We may as well do that. Fateful Scene, defensive card, fine. But we lost a bit of stuff there. Sharpened Steel. It's still got a counter on it as well because of the fact it was the Glistening Blade that did it. So that's a bit of a shithole to be in. And this is just coming in for 10 go again. And they've probably got a glint in hand. Obviously, that's the only thing they could probably have in hand to give this. Oh, it's got go again anyway. Where from? Driving Blade, right? So they're forcing me to block with everything here, aren't they? Otherwise, it's going to hit me again for 4. So I can just Enlighten Strike on the crackback. So I guess we can just block with a take aim and then double D-react to see what happens. Fateful Scene. Sink below. I don't want to choose I don't want to put anything on the bottom of my deck. We can just E-strike next turn. We'll leave that on top because it blocks for 3. And luckily, we can just crack back with a 7, which is lethal, which is what we need right now. That's lethal damage, buff power. So they're going down to 3. So they still got. We've got another lethal Enlightened Strike next turn, and we can block for. Oh god, here we go. Steel Blade again. Coming in with the Spores of War. Coming in with a big Dawn Blade for 7 go again. So this is probably the time to block with Tunic, isn't it? Just to get rid of that break point, and then block with Sikkim and Sleep Dart, and still threaten the E-strike. So let's just go. Let's just block with these 2. Is there going to be a defeat D-react on top of this for nothing? No. Oh, thank God. E-strike again. Hand on the bottom of the deck. Buff power. Come on, baby. Goodness sake. Fucking E-strike. It's just like so sick, mate. Really is. There's no point in trying to get the card advantage now, I think. I don't think there's any point. They're going to leak 1. Snatch, CNC, Endless Arrow, Glistening Steel Blade. Oh, here we go. For 3 go again, 1 floating. We have to overcommit to this again, don't we? We obviously want to be putting the bolt and shot in there with Dreadball, so it gets go again, plus the Snatch afterwards to maintain card advantage. So I think we just need to chuck the Command and Conquer in front of this. They're probably just going to. What gives it? What's the maths going to be on that? Is it just worth chucking the snatch under it for... No, it's probably not going to block, is it? I think we need to just crack back for 8 next turn, threaten the card advantage. Fuck it, let's go. 2 to 9, what have they got? Oh, they can attack again with it. Okay, fine. So it's not going to hit. It's not fine. Whatever. It's not going to get a counter, is it? No. Okay, Dreadbore. Pitch the Endless Arrow. Put the bolt and shot into the arsenal +1. Fire it off for 5 go again, and then we snatch afterwards. Going to 1. Okay, going to 1. We got a load of big attack actions now. Okay. E-strike, go again, then command and conquer. Yeah. Five go again, and then C&C for 6 afterwards. C&C for 6. Come on, baby. I win! Yeah, boy! Opponent is disconnected. Didn't even say GG. I guess they won't be checking out the YouTube channel. Oh, it was funny. Oh, dear. So at the start of the game, they were like, have you got a YouTube channel? I was like, yeah, GoAgainGaming. And they was like, oh, I may have checked out some content. That was about the extent of the conversation. And I was just about to say GG, but they were like, nah, disconnect. Fuck you. Well, brilliant. So yeah, we got there in the end. I think we played a little bit better against Dori there, rather than the last sort of Dori matchup we had. We didn't really play too well against it, but we managed to pull through there, luckily, in the end, with a load of just stacked generic attacks at the end of that sort of game there. E-strikes coming in at the very end, command and conquers coming in at the very end, to help us get through with just raw value there. Dreadbore, I think, may have helped. I don't know what the deck list was. I'm not sure if you can check the deck list of the opponent, but I think that did screw over a lot of their stuff, because they're obviously they've got, what is it, Steel Blade Shunt, which, is I think the red one is a block 6 for 1 or something, isn't it? 6 for 1, which is very good rate. Is it Steel Blade? Steel Blade Shunt, yeah, 1 for 6 with the red version. So if they had those in there, if they had the reds or the yellows or what have you, I don't know Dorinthia deck composition, but that is a big rate for preventing on-hit effects. So Dreadbore, I think, did save my ass there, and it allowed me to go extra wide at the end there using the bolt and shot 5 and then the snatch for 4. So yeah, I think, yeah, snatch. Both Snatch and Endless Arrow. I know what you were saying, Justin. Snatch and Endless Arrow basically have the same effect. But Endless Arrow comes back to you and you can keep using it. Yeah, you're definitely right. But I think I felt like I needed to put the Endless Arrow back, just so I can potentially use it again with the other buffs that I pitched earlier. So like the take aims and rain razors and all that sort of stuff. I think I would need to have a trick at the end to use rather than using it there. But yeah, that was pretty good. But essentially, yeah, essentially the same sort of card. That's why I use Snatch in Azalea decks, because sometimes you just need to block with your entire hand and then use a Snatch to still maintain the card advantage. And again, but yeah, that's what Endless Arrow does as well, luckily. So that was pretty good. Yeah, we got a win against Dori. That's the first time we've won against Dori, I believe, and captured live on stream. Lovely old job. But I think we probably got time for one more. And then it was just a very, very impromptu stream, so we'll just do one more, I think, and then that's it. But But I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in very, very short notice. And then let's just play again. Let's just play again, I guess. But again, yeah, normally it's Death Dealer, but Dreadball has been doing me some favours recently. Has been doing me some favours. Azalea mirror match. Okay, we'll use Dreadball for this. Why not? This is probably someone in the stream. Is that right? Is someone in the stream poached it and just thought, yeah, we're gonna get on GoAgainGaming Azalea mirror match. Here we go. But yes, this has sometimes gone really bad for me. So we'll just go first. Sod it. Azalea mirror only on GoAgainGaming. But that's it. This is just what happens, isn't it? You know, GoAgainGaming stream. People just want to snipe the stream and just play with Azalea against Azaleas because apparently that's what we do. Just loving life. They've gone with a red liner, so maybe a wide strategy. So that's cool. Like to see that. DGTCG. Oh, I see. It's DGTCG in the game. Nice. DGTCG. You're not using my sleeves. Why not? You're a patron of the channel. So DGTCG is a patron of the channel. He watches the channel quite a bit as well. He's normally prevalent in the chat, but he's not using the sleeves. No gag sleeves. He's also a patron of the channel as well, so he obviously get access to the Talishar sleeves. So yeah. Anyway, we're just going to knock straight away, I think. Or do we just Pursuit of Knowledge straight away? Nah, let's get a Dominate off. Red in the Ledger hurts a lot, so let's just go get that. Let's reload the... do we want to reload the... Reload the Snatch. Give it Dominate, fire it off. Pitching the Pursuit of Knowledge. Because they might think I've got a D-React then. Wasn't me this time. It's not me, but DD I think is better. Yes, they have D-Reacts, but they can still play them from Arsenal. Pursuit is crazy. Yeah, Pursuit is good. I like Pursuit of Knowledge. It's a good card. Pursuit of Knowledge as well, especially in this sort of environment. You know, got a lot of wizards, got a lot of frostbites. So again, a blue pitch card that is not a arrow, so you can not essentially sometimes attack with it without having to load anything. I think is quite good. 4 go again, but they're not. They can only play one action on this turn. So I guess we just Fateful Seeing this. Fateful Seeing this. I'm just going to go wide on this turn with a Rain Razors, I think. Ravenous Rabble on top. Yeah, we'll keep that on top because it could essentially allow us to go a little bit wider. Actually, no, we're not going to get access to it anyway, are we? So that's no, that doesn't. Oh well, never mind. Okay, end turn. So we're going to pitch the Knock the Death Whistle. Oh, I'm getting a call from my mother, so bear with me one sec. Sorry about that. Right, anyway, so yeah, we're just going to activate Dreadball, pitch Knock Death Whistle. Load in a bolt and shot. And then we'll fire this off. 5 go again. But we can raise this, so it'll be 7 go again if it hits reload. Then we'll reload the other bolt and shot in there and fire that off as well. So that'll be a nice one. But this is going to have to be the last game for today because my mother is coming round. Blocking for 5. Let's rain raises that then. Coming in for 7. Reload this. Activate the cross wrap. Ravenous Rabble on top. We'll put that to the bottom now actually, and then we'll just fire this off for 6. We'll go again. So yeah, rain raisers just putting this turn on the map a little bit with just a little bit of a go wide strategy. It's going to hit reload, but we don't have anything to reload anyway, so that's fine. Nice to see DGTCG now using the Azalea Cult sleeves as well. Lovely old job. Great stuff. Time Snap Potion being revealed with Skullbone Cross Wrap. Interesting. So he's opted for more of a go wide red liner sort of strategy. So that's cool. That's good to see. Cool to see. Time Snap Potion coming out. Okay, so my go will be a Dreadbore. So we can Enlighten Strike. We've got a Tunic trigger as well. So we can we'll just Enlighten Strike, pitching the Sleep Dart for this, and then just choose go again. So 5 go again. Then we can use the Findale Spring Tunic to load in the Red in the Ledger and fire that off with the Razor. Are they going to take the damage? Or are they going to de-react? Take cover. Cool. Nice. Pass. Then we will activate the Tunic. Oh no, we'll use Dreadbore. Pitch this. Pass. Put the Red and Ledger in, fire it off for 6. Then we don't have to use a Tunic trigger then. But I think with Azalea mirror matches, it's I think it's just a case of whoever gets tempo first will normally dictate the rest of the game. I think because Red in the Ledger is just vile against Ranger. As you can see here, blocking with a full hand. That's what we need. Because with this deck as well, we can go to just blocking and fatiguing as well, which is good about this deck that I've built. Albeit it's not hyper optimized. But yeah, they're going for another Time Snap Potion. So sort of maybe like a Paval Leshuk OTK style build going on here with Red Liner. We might see a few try shots if we get to that stage. We might see a few try shots from Dave as well. So interesting to see Time Snap Potion coming out here. So if he cracks both of these, he's going to be able to get 3 action points, which is going to be quite nice. So you crack this, get 2, crack this, get 2. So yeah, you get 3 action points if you crack both of those time snaps, which is interesting. But yeah, on this turn, we will just be firing probably a Battering Bolt or Remorseless. Probably a Battering Bolt, just because it's raw damage. So let's activate Dreadbore, pitching the Bolt and Shot, loading in the Battering Bolt. Seek and Destroy, fire it off. Seek and Destroy, and then fire it off. So yeah, quite a big value attack coming in for 10 here, which is quite nice. And then we can just Arsenal the Remorseless to maintain card advantage and life advantage both at the same time. So 10 is a lot of damage. 10 is a lot of damage. So blocking with a Searing Shot, a Ravenous. Taking 5. Taking 5? So they... Oh, baby. Fateful Scene and Sink Below both in hand. That's a dirty one. That is a dirty, dirty bolt, that one. Jesus. So they're just going to have to pass. That is a tough one. That is a tough one there, isn't it? So we're going to... Memorial Ground at the end of their turn. We're going to get back the red in the ledger. Get that back on top. Just to make sure that they can't do the time snap combo stuff that they're going to potentially do eventually. Cool, so now it's our turn. We're going to use Azalea to give red in the ledger dominate. Then we will... Blah-de-blah-de-blah. If we use the perch grapplers, we can't do anything. We can't fire this off with Go Again, unfortunately. So we're just going to fire this off, pitching a fatigue shot. No, we'll pitch the Command and Conquer. Get rid of that. Because, again, that came in handy towards the end of the last game, having generic attacks just to throw at the opponent. So if it goes to that, we can just absolutely rinse with Command and Conquer. But got a feeling they're probably going to block this. Double time snap pots. What the hell is being setting up? Yeah, exactly. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's an interesting one. But luckily, if I can just keep getting dominated, red and the ledgers through, they can't do the massive on-wide combo turn. But we'll see. Well, they only get one action. Yeah, so even if they were to gain action points, they can only play one action anyway. So I guess that still works against it. Right? Action, destroy it, gain 2 action points. So you can only activate 1 action point. Bingo coming in. Right, okay. Interesting. This Azalea is here just to party. She's like playing bingo. She's drinking time snap potions. Just loving life. So I guess we're just gonna... What's it do if it hits? They reveal a card. Okay, draw a card. Fine. I guess we're just going to... We'll pass. Priority. And then just sink Fateful Scene. To block. Do I want that on top? Yeah, we'll leave Command and Conquer on top. We might be able to... blocks for 3 at least, isn't it? So taking 1. So that I get to reveal my hand here. So what does it do if a non-attack, draw a card? So a non-attack. So they will be able to get Go Again from this, but it doesn't matter because they've only got 1 action point anyway, so they can't do anything with it anyway. Cool. Right. So if we E-strike and then... Yeah, we can go wide. So we can E-strike tucking this. So if we... so let's just... let's activate the bolt and shot first. Yeah. Let's just go wide here. So we're going to go with this. Comes in for 4 Go Again. So 4 Go Again if it hits reload. Taking 4, by the looks of it. Sink Below from Arsenal. Okay, fine. So no reload trigger for me, which is fine, I guess. So no reload trigger. So I guess we're just going to come in with an Enlightened Strike for 7 now, I think. Yeah, Enlightened Strike for buff power. Coming in for 7. But if they can get to the combo piece quick enough, without taking damage, then I guess they're in a good position. If they can just take advantage of a massively go wide turn, as we know, that can be very, very fruitful. So we'll see. Ravenous Rabble. Coming in for 3, revealing a Razor Reflex yellow on top. Okay. We'll pass. We think we can just take this damage at the moment. Nimbalism. It's going to buff the next attack. Red Liner. Bolt and Shot. Okay, so if this hits, it reloads a card. So 7. What's our next turn look like? If we do... we can go and dominate anything we want, which will probably be, at this point, a red in the ledger. So if we block with... If we block for 4, that's fine, because they can't do anything else. So we'll block for 4. Knock the Death Whistle. And let's go and get a red in the ledger, of course. Activate Azalea. Give it Dominate, and I'll just pitch the Command and Conquer to play it. So again, coming in for 5, dominated. No defense reacts from hand. They have to block with their Tunic. There's not really much they can do here to prevent this. So they may as well just not block with the Tunic. So they're only going to be able to take 1 action next turn. I just need to go balls to the wall now because my mum's coming around, so I just need to just keep firing stuff. Blocking for 2, taking 3, only 1 action next turn. Arsenal this, pass. Okay. Red Liner. They've only got 1 action, so I guess that's just putting a card into the arsenal. That's nothing they can do about that. Nothing else they can do. So I guess they're just setting up for a red in the ledger attack. Red in the ledger is vile against other rangers because once they load, they can do nothing else. So it's a tough one. It is a tough one indeed. We can just destroy this now as well with CNC, which is nice. So we're just going to do that. We'll just pitch this and this. So let's destroy that red in the ledger, baby. Get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of that. They can block 3, I guess. They can still block... yeah, they can still block all of it. 2 blocks. You have to block 3 cards to get rid of this. They have to use 3 cards. That's a rough one. That is a rough one. Cancelling their blocks. Cancelling for... Blocking for 2. Oasis Respite? No. Arsenal's being destroyed. Okay, pass. Fine. Arsenal's destroyed, luckily. That can go on the bottom first. We've got Rain Razors, Read the Glide Path, so probably just going to come in with Pursuit of Knowledge next turn, gain some card advantage, even more so. Well, but it'll still be the same card advantage, because we'll still have 5 cards. Okay, they're just passing. Arseling passing. Okay, fine. They arsling the card? No. Yeah, they are. Okay, fine. Cross Wrap. Let's have a look. Memorial Ground? No, no thanks. So we just want to play a... We'll read the Glide Path. No, we can't. We could, but it's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a risk. We might as well just play this out of our arse. We'll pitch the Rain Razors. So coming in for 4. If it hits, I get an extra intellect. Taking cover that, fair enough. Taking cover out of the arsenal. At least we can put a Fateful Scene in our arsenal just to protect against any sort of dominate stuff from the Azalea. But we do have a take cover in our arsenal as well, so we can potentially do Ravenous Rabble. Okay, what's this going to be? For 4. Okay, we'll pass. We'll take 4. Sod it. Probably going to have to block follow-up, I expect. Nimbalism. Coming in with a Scar for a Scar for 8. Go again. Pass. Fateful Scene. Look at the top card. Pass. So, do we... Yeah, we'll leave that on top. Nice. And then we will pass again. Take cover. We'll reload the blue bolt and shot into the arsenal. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll reload the blue one in there. So blocking fully. Now we can get a dominated red bolt and shot off the top, which is nice. So yeah, so coming in with a 7 dominate go again with the bolt and shot. See what's on top as well beforehand. See if it's any better. Sleep Dart. No. We'll just go for the wide. We'll go wide here, so we'll go with this. 7 dominate go again. If it hits reload, I can reload this bolt and shot into my arsenal. But even if I don't, I can still Dreadbore it in with the tuning trigger. So that's pretty good. Saving a D-React in their arsenal, probably. Yeah, knew it. But that's what Dreadbore forces you to do. You have to play out of the... You have to clog your arsenal with D-Reacts. So it's decent. It's good. It's good for that. So that's fine. And then we use a tunic trigger. Opponent is disconnected. Oh. I think it's just reconnected. Luckily. So yeah, use this. Put this in with +1. Fire it off. So 4 go again. So let's hit them for 4, and then it's their turn now. Nimbalism. Captain's Call. So coming in for a large amount of damage now here. So if there's no one-hit effect with this, we probably just take it at this stage. Snatch. Okay, so it's a 9 snatch. Okay, we'll take it. Take it. They draw a card, they arsenal that card, and then that's it. And then hopefully we can just win now. We'll see. We'll see what Ravenous Rabble reveals on top. We will see. Could just be garbage. The next card could just be absolute trash. Got no out. We got 1 arrow in hand. I guess we could. Oh yeah, of course it would be a blue bolt and shot, but still. We could just razor that. Let's Razor Reflex it and see what happens. They could have a defense reaction in their arsenal, but we still have a Ravenous Rabble after this. We'll pitch the bolt and shot. Hopefully this is still 2 damage coming through. Well, 1 damage coming through. Then we Rabble again for another 2. That probably was a really bad play. But hey ho. That probably was a really bad play, to be honest. Probably could have just shot the battering bolt at them instead. That probably would have been better. But hey ho. Kind of rushing what I'm doing because Mum's coming over. So blocking again. So still maintaining life and card advantage here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sink below. We could sink the blue bolt and shot, but that wouldn't... So 5 fatigue shot. Okay. We'll block with the perch grapplers. pass. Sink below. Get rid of that. We'll sink the Seek and Destroy. Take cover. Another defense reaction. Could work with what we're doing now. With what we're coming up against. Red in the ledger. Cool. So 5. So we'll block with. If we block for this and then this, we can still go knock for a dominated arrow, which I think will probably be it. So we go search for Endless Arrow. Reload this. Activate Azalea. Endless Arrow for 4 dominate. Cool, so Tunic's gone. And again, with this next turn, I think we just try and take the damage. We just take the damage. We allow them to draw a card, non-attack, because we've got a Tunic trigger to load in the Sikkim shot, which we can then fire off. Oh, we can load the Sikkim shot in with the take aim, so that's fine. So I think we go wide enough now to potentially win. We'll see. Ten go again. Take cover from Arsenal. Ravenous Rabble for 4. Blocking for 3. Blocking for all of it. Goes back to us. We probably just CNC. Because they can't de-react then. So I think we're just going to do that. CNC, pitch both the arrow cards. Blocking for 6. Just Arsenal a card. Back to us. So we'll play Seek and Destroy out. Then we'll activate the Dreadbore. Pitching the Fatigue Shot. Put in the Sleep Dart. Fire that off. Pitching the Battering Bolt. So 9. Try and turn off the hero effects, just in case. Sink below from Arsenal, or Fateful Scene from Arsenal. Yep, fair enough. Snatch, pass. I'm just going to sink below this. And then we can come in with a wide turn at the very end here of Enlightened Strike, followed up by a Endless Arrow, most likely. So we'll pitch. We'll leave that hand. Leave it as it is. Cool, so when we E-strike, we'll tuck the Bolt and Shot. Coming in for Go Again. 5 Go Again. Blocking for 5. Then we'll play a thingy. and then we'll probably just load. We'll probably just load in Remorseless, because then that means that whenever they play an action card, they'll lose a life. But it's coming in for 6. Dreadbore. Blocking for 5. Taking a damage. They can't play an action, otherwise they'll lose. And then we will just take aim, reload the battering bolt, and then we will fire the battering bolt, pitching a blue. So coming in for 9 with a razor over the top. That is probably it, I imagine. Why can we not play the razor reflex? Oh yeah, because it's a 2 cost. Okay, fair enough. Completely forgot about that. Would be pretty good, wouldn't it, if you could razor a battering bolt? So yeah, they've only got 1 card left in the deck now. So if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, I guess. So yeah, okay, we will activate Azalea blindly because we've got a snatch in our hand. Memorial Ground, play that out, might as well. Let's get Red and Ledger back on top. Doesn't really matter. We'll activate Dreadbore, pitch the Rain Razors, put the Remorse into our hand, and then fire that off for 6. And they die, I believe. So they can't play D-React from Arsenal either because of Remorseless. Yes, I think they're dead. I think they are DEAD. Nice. Interesting deck, though, using red liner, and that's what I like to see with regards to weird and wonderful decks on Talishar. It's just a good place to jam those decks out. I think that's pretty much it for this impromptu stream today. So thank you very much for everybody who's joined. We had quite a few viewers at one point. I appreciate it. It's late in the afternoon now, so the time zone's all over the place in the middle of the afternoon, at UK at least. Thank you very much for tuning in, and it's good to see you've got 2 wins today, one against Dori, one against Mirror Azalea. So yeah, that's what Talishar is good for, just repping your favourite heroes over and over and over again, so you know all the lines in your deck. So hopefully that when you do go to armories, when you do go to tournaments, when you do go to Worlds, which I'll be going to, you know how to play, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thanks very much for tuning in, and yeah, we'll see you very, very soon. DGTCG, yeah, that was very fun. Interesting to see your take on like a red liner CC style build. Interesting. I think I had the foot on the gas most of the time. It was hard, you know. Red in the Ledger really just hits rangers ridiculously hard. So it's hard to go wide with it if you're getting hit by Red in the Ledgers. But yeah, it was interesting to see. So yeah, keep it up with the weird deck building, keep it up with all the sort of random ideas, trying to make Azalea work, trying to sort of bring her to the best of her abilities. Is always good to see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined in, and we'll see you very, very soon again. Right back here to do it all over again next week, I expect. But yeah, have a lovely day all, and have a nice rest of your day. Peace out.